The film begins with Danny, the main character, deep in thought during a therapy session. He's asked to recall the painful memory of losing his daughter. He had taken her to the park and got distracted for a moment, which was enough for Minnie to vanish. Danny suspected a man named Lyle, who was arrested but claimed he couldn't remember anything about Minnie's disappearance. As years went by, Danny's wife left him, but he couldn't move on. After therapy, Danny looks at photos of Minnie and his wife, Vivian, then meets his partner, Nix. They head to a bank due to an anonymous tip about a robbery. 2 other branches of the same bank had been robbed with a specific safety deposit box targeted each time. At the bank, they notice a man, Delrian, who seems familiar to Danny. Delrian chats with the police and is allowed to enter the bank. Danny follows him inside, steals the employee's keys, and opens the same type of safety deposit box that was robbed at the other branches. Inside, he finds a photo of his daughter, with a note telling him to, quote, find Lev Delrain. Outside, a woman keeps complaining about the heat and causes a traffic accident. Delrain enters the bank and orders it to be closed. The police rush in and escort the woman with the deposit box out. Danny tries to stop them but is ignored and shot, though he's wearing a bulletproof vest. The police escape in an armored truck but crash due to the traffic accident caused by the woman. Delrain retrieves the box from the crash site, leaves a bomb with the woman, and flees. Danny chases Delrain into a building, where he's confronted by 2 detectives who turn against him. Delrain mentions Lyle and implies he knows something about Minnie. When backup arrives, Delrain escapes and the other 2 detectives shoot each other. Later, Danny learns from Nix that the only surviving guard claims to have no memory of the event, just like Lyle. Nick also gives Danny the address of the anonymous tipster. There, Danny meets Diana, a psychic, who refuses to answer his questions. Suddenly, a man drives a motorcycle through the store, trying to kill Diana and Danny. They dodge in time and the man kills himself. Danny takes Diana to the police station, where she reveals that she and Delrain are psychics who were part of a secret government program called the Division. The program aimed to use psychics for political and military purposes. Diana demonstrates her powers by controlling Nix. She explains that Delrain is the most powerful psychic and went rogue. She quit the Division and went into hiding when she realized Delrain was behind the bank robberies. Outside, Delrain finds Nick and controls him to attack Danny and Diana. Danny shoots Nick in the leg to stop him, but Nix continues to fight until Diana shoots him in the head. Danny and Diana become fugitives, and at dinner, Danny admits that he believes Lyle and Delrain are behind Minnie's disappearance. At that moment, the local sheriff enters the diner and recognizes Danny and Diana. Diana uses her powers to make the sheriff call the station and report that he saw the fugitives running away. She also makes him pay for their meal. As Danny and Diana try to leave, the sheriff receives a message on his radio from Delrain, who says he's coming for them. When they step outside, they find Delrain and 2 cops waiting for them. Danny tells Diana to get away while he distracts them. He runs towards the train rails, hiding behind passing trains to avoid the men who are now searching for him. After sneaking around, Danny suddenly turns and is shocked to see the landscape folding in front of him. A noise behind him reveals Delrain and the cops. The landscape returns to normal, revealing it was another mind trick by Delrain. The cops are about to shoot Danny when a truck runs them over. It turns out to be Diana, who saves Danny. They escape together in the truck and start making their way to Mexico. Diana explains that a hypnotic can make someone see whatever they want them to see, unless the person has a psychic block. Diana thinks Danny has a powerful block because she hasn't been able to use her powers on him. However, Delrain can still control him. When they reach the border, a guard tries to stop them, but Diana uses her powers to make him let them pass. They eventually go to see Jeremiah, another former member of the Division. Jeremiah doesn't have powers, but he has a strong block that only Delrain can break. When they knock on his door, Jeremiah sends his cleaning lady to open it. However, Danny becomes suspicious and takes out his own weapon as he enters alone. The cleaning lady turns out to be Diana, who used her powers to create an illusion while sending the real cleaning lady to hide in the closet. They ask Jeremiah about Delrain, and he explains that Delrain is after something called the Project Domino, a powerful weapon created by the Division. The Domino has the ability to control the minds of individuals, even those resistant to hypnosis. Delrain stole the Domino and hid it in an undisclosed location. To ensure its secrecy, he wiped his own memory, leaving behind secret clues as triggers in case he needs to remember. The Division captured him, but 6 weeks ago something triggered his memory, and he escaped. Now he's searching for more clues to remember the location of the Domino. Jeremiah suspects that the trigger is in one of the bank deposit boxes. When Danny confesses that he found a picture of Minnie in the boxes, Jeremiah asks to see it. Diana becomes suspicious, and it's revealed that Jeremiah is actually Delrain, in disguise. He shoots at them and Danny and Diana run away, trying to blend into the crowd. Some men turn against them, also under Delrain's control. Danny fires his gun to make the civilians run away. They push a few men aside and escape to another street, where they shoot at a driver's helmet to make him fall off his bike. They steal the bike and drive through town, pushing away anyone who tries to stop them. Suddenly, the landscape starts folding yet again, but Diana reminds Danny that it's not real. They keep going, causing a truck to veer off the road and crash. The building it hits starts collapsing, so they abandon the bike and run. They find themselves trapped in a blocked alley. Delrain arrives with a group of cops under his command, trying to use his powers to catch them. However, Danny remembers what Diana told him about his block and concentrates his mind. A power struggle ensues and the cops turn against Delrain. The police arrest him, and Danny realizes that he never had powers before, but was trained to control them. Diana concludes that his memory must have been wiped. Later, they visit River, a friend of Diana's who's skilled in hacking and built the network for the division. River searches his own computer and finds Danny's records, including his Marine and police history. However, there's no mention of a wife. When River digs deeper, Danny is devastated to learn that his ex-wife, Vivian, is also a member of the division. Her location is encrypted and it'll take River a few hours to crack it. Danny and Diana rest in another room, and Danny shares his story with Vivian. They fell in love during college, got married, and started a family. However, their relationship fell apart after Minnie was abducted. Danny realizes that Vivian lied about her job, but her pain was genuine. When Diana takes a shower, Danny receives a call from an unknown number, which turns out to be Delrain. Delrain uses his powers to make Danny hurt Diana. Danny tries to resist the control and hangs up. However, traces of Delrain's power remain in his mind, and Danny hits the table before looking for Diana. He realizes he's been carrying scissors in his hand without noticing. He forces himself to stick the scissors on the wall and walks away. Diana comes out to check on him, and Danny sees the scissors still in his hand. He fights the impulse to attack her, but Diana sees his reflection in the mirror and kisses him, providing a distraction that helps him break free from the impulse. They spend a few intimate moments together and eventually fall asleep. Danny wakes up from the nightmares of his family's memories and Diana transforming into Vivian. He sneaks into the other room where River is sleeping. Using the computer, Danny discovers that Diana's name in the system is Vivian, and she's still working for the division. It turns out that Danny's memory was altered, and Diana has been his real wife all along. However, every time he looked at pictures, he saw Vivian instead. Danny also discovers that Minnie, their daughter, is the powerful weapon known as Domino, because she's the child of two powerful hypnotics. At that moment, Diana wakes up and shares the entire story with Danny. Both she and Danny were part of the division, and when the organization discovered Minnie's powers, they attempted to train her to become the most powerful hypnotic in the world. While Diana agreed with this plan, Danny strongly opposed using his child in this manner. In fact, he had taken Minnie and erased his own memories to protect her. Danny begins to remember his plan and realizes that their surroundings are not real. The illusion fades and he finds himself in the division's base, where they've been trying to extract Minnie's location from him. His life as a cop, everything since his therapy sessions, has been part of the division's scheme to make him recall Minnie's whereabouts. Diana, Nix, and the fake Vivian, River the therapist, and all the people from the bank are revealed to be division members, playing their parts. Delrain is also present and possesses the picture, claiming that the words written there are the key to finding Minnie. Despite the division's persistent efforts over 4 years, Danny resists their illusions each time they get close. In a final refusal to comply, Danny runs outside, only to be surrounded by division agents who tase him. Subsequently, Danny wakes up in a lab, where Diana and the others attempt to reset his memories, leaving him with the response of, "I don't know," to any question. When he wakes, he believes he's back in the therapist's office. The new illusion is executed exactly as before, using the same words and actions. However, Danny's mental block becomes strong enough to resist the reset. He pretends to go along with the illusion and, when taken into the bank, disappears suddenly, stealing a van and driving away recklessly, causing chaos. Nick finds Danny's notebook, revealing that Find Love Delrain is an anagram for Deer Valley Lane, Minnie's location. Danny makes it to Deer Valley, where he reunites with a grown Minnie. Meanwhile, the division agents arrive in helicopters, but Minnie's foster parents, Thelma and Carol, intervene, leading to a confrontation. During the chaos, Minnie uses her powers to end the illusion, and the truth is finally revealed. The family leaves with Thelma in a helicopter, believing they are finally free from the division. However, it's soon discovered that the dead Delrain is actually Carl, and the alive Carl was Delrain all along. The film concludes as he escapes to start a new plan to get Minnie, and with that, the movie ends.